Hey, if you work out a lot like I do, oftentimes I gotta take care of my feet. So oftentimes I try to do that by actually make sure I wash my feet generally, make sure I keep them dry. I put a little baby powder in my shoes or a foot powder there to keep it nice and dry and clean. But sometimes I need a little bit extra, especially if I've got athlete feet. And oftentimes you'll just result or symptoms going to be dry, scaling, itching, cracking, burning, soreness, more so the itching part of it. So I really recently started using a couple of different products. This is one I recently tried. This is going to be the active ingredient is 1% Clotrimazole. And this has actually been working pretty well. Let me open this up so you can see. It comes in a cream format. It has like a neutral smell to it. Doesn't smell medicine-y or anything like that. Sometimes you will smell like Vicks or something like that, but this does not smell that way. Easy to go on, and you really don't need a whole lot. A little bit goes a long way. I'm going to show you how I apply this and some of the results. So you can see here, I'm going to apply a little bit actually to my feet. And here's the cream that we have here. As I state, it's kind of liquidy a little bit, so a little bit goes a long way. What I normally tend to do is try to focus on in between my toes because that's where I have a burning and itching portion of my feet. You know, I notice it more so than anything else. So I'm going to work this between the toes liberally as best as I can. I think the better you get actually between that and actually have a good coating, it works pretty well. So you can see me making sure I get between the toes, behind them, and actually on the forefront of it. Most of the impact that I see or the irritation is going to be between my toes and going to be that burning and itching. So I've actually rubbed this in pretty good. Normally, if I go to the gym or work out, I'll clean my feet, of course, very well, get them nice and dry. When I get home, I'll make sure that I actually apply maybe once, twice a day. Typically, if I do this, especially after I work out, after I clean my toes and feet, typically I'll see results in about 2 weeks or so. And mostly I have less irritation and I notice I don't have any redness. I notice more so the itching and the burning goes away after a couple of weeks. So it really takes a little bit of maintenance and care. If I'm working out a lot, if it's during the summer, it's hot, I make sure I'm pretty frequently doing this a couple times a week. So that's my routine. I think it works pretty well. I think it's pretty comparable to some of the major brands in the market as far as Clotrimazole. So definitely give this a try.